Hello everybody, my name is Kanyisa. I am a certified life coach, and today I just want to share with you the 4 books that I have read this year and why you should be reading them as well. First things first, one of the things that I get my clients to do is read. I see and hear so many people talk about how they're doing their work, and I'm like, are you in therapy? Are you in coaching? Do you have a spiritual practice? What books are you reading? And when I get none of that, I'm like, well then what is the work? And if you feel judged by that statement, I want you to sit in that judgment. Why are you offended by that? If there is nothing that you do in your day that invests in you, are you journaling? If you don't have any sort of practice, then what is the work that you are doing? Tell me in the comments. What work is it that you are doing on yourself? If you don't do any of these things, I want to know. I really want to know. And while you're at it, please do subscribe to my channel and help me grow and reach more people around the world. The work that I want to do is really help empower women to live as their most authentic selves through the power of radical self-love. Talking about radical self-love, the very first book I read this year, really aggressive with the books, is The Body Keeps the Score. This book is amazing. This book made me realize why I feel things in my body. A lot of the times when we talk about mental health, we don't realize that there is a mind and body connection. We only focus on the mind. Have you ever noticed that there are things that your body reacts to? There are certain parts of your body that you don't want people to touch. There are certain sounds that throw you off. This is because your body remembers the trauma that your mind has locked. And sometimes it is trauma that happened when you were a baby. Because when we are babies, we don't have words, we don't have language, but we are viewing the world and we are sponging up everything that is happening to us. And so whatever trauma that we hold, even though we cannot cognitively remember it, our body remembers it. So this book, also I have to tell you, the first half of the book was really, really hard for me to read because he shares stories of his clients, and I legit was like, people have been through so much. People have been through so much shit. I'm trying not to curse. People have been through so much stuff. So if you really want to know, if you truly want to know what the hell is going on, read this book. Read this book and do the things that he says. What I love about the ways that he takes you through healing is doing yoga and meditation and CBT, and he does not encourage you to take any form of medication. I think we are an overly medicated society, and if we can learn to do things outside of medicating and really trust that our bodies and our minds have the capacity to heal, we would be so much better. That's number 1. The Body Keeps the Score. The second book I read this year is The Mountain Is You. When I tell you that this book whipped my ass. This book helped me take responsibility. It helped me sit with myself and go, oh shit, that's all me. Because a lot of the time we go through our lives blaming people, making it their fault. They did it to us. And we forget there's a point in our lives where this finger is pointing that way, and truly these 3 fingers are pointing at you. And when you can be comfortable in calling yourself out for your shit, in taking accountability for where you are, and really actively and intentionally thinking of ways to heal the relationship that you have for yourself, the movement that you will feel, that growth is coming for you. So I encourage you to read this book and see that your dreams are on the other side of your excuses. They are on the other side of your self-abandoning. They are on the other side of the people blaming that has made you comfortable in your uncomfortable comfort zone. So yeah, transforming self-sabotage into self-mastery. This book is for you. I know it. Number 4. No, number 3. I'm really excited about this one. Number 3, it is The Untethered Soul. I read this book honestly because my partner, she read it, and it's kind of those really spiritual Oprah and Deepak Chopra books, and it was written by Michael S. Asinger, and I think they're all friends. They're like a spiritual gang together. This book helped me to see how temporary this life is, that we are not guaranteed to be here forever. So when we can heal, when we can grow, we should prioritize that. He literally says we are on a floating rock waiting to die. When we can come face to face with our mortality and realize that we are not here forever, and then make decisions from that vintage point of, what do I want my life to say? I don't really care much about legacy, but what do I want my life to say? How do I want to experience this? How do I want to be here? Do I want to sit in my pain? Do I want to sit in suffering? Or do I really want to seek out healing? Again, before I tell you about this last book, which is like, you're going to be like, wait, Kanye, what's going on? I want you to please subscribe to my channel. It helps me grow. It helps me reach more people. The 4th book I read, it's not the last. I read every single morning, but the last book I read is Polysecure: Attachment, Trauma, and Consensual Non-Monogamy. If you have heard any of my shit, I am somebody who challenges monogamy, and I also own the fact that I am kind of a victim. I'm a victim of what is natural and cultural, and it is hard for me to break away from that sometimes. So I read this book to understand why I am the way I am in relationships. It made me realize that I am an anxious attacher because I have fear of abandonment. So I cling because I'm afraid of being abandoned. And that clinging causes people to leave because it's suffocating. So in my attempt, me and my partner consensually, in our attempt to sort of redesign our relationship, and I think a lot of the times people don't understand that you can redesign a relationship. This book was meant to do that, but it also helped me love the fuck out of myself in a way that is, I need to reparent myself. I need to learn to create a secure attachment within me before I go and seek it out from anyone else. I need to love myself in the ways that my partner could not love me. And I need to learn to be okay to be with myself. Because anxious attachers are like, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. I will do anything for you not to leave. I will leave myself before you leave me. And so what I'm saying now is I am going to be here for myself, whether you are here or not. I want you to be here, but I don't need you to be here. And that is such a beautiful place to enter into any type of relationship that you are entering to. So those are the books that I've read this year, and I think that you should read them too. The Body Keeps the Score, remember, it's quite heavy in the beginning. The Mountain Is You, it's confronting, it's going to call you out on your shit. The Untethered Soul, I struggle saying that. The Untethered Soul, it's going to help you connect with your conscious and your subconscious and your unconscious mind, all things woo-woo and spiritual. And Polysecure, you're going to read this and it's going to help you see why you are the way you are in your relationships and why you have the kind of attachment that you have and how to grow from it. I love you. If no one has told you I love you, you are special, you are loved, you are here for a reason. And I will see you next week. Mwah.